Book of Proverbs 5:3. For the lips of the adulterous woman drip honey, and her speech is smoother than oil. But in the end, she is bitter as gall, sharp as a double-edged sword. Indulgent fornication has ruined this nation. Your spouse say I love you, but they might be faking. Didn't try the spirit, now your heart is aching. Your love of life hasn't been forsaken. Indulgent fornication has ruined this nation. Your spouse say I love you, but they might be faking. Didn't try the spirit, now your heart is aching. Your love of life hasn't been forsaken. He spit that game, got your wife's name. When her phone rang, it displayed Jane, a female's name. But yo, that's game. It shattered your heart when you found that was a man. Your wife getting banged caused you so much pain that the adultery marriage is never the same. Now she's on her knees giving that dude brain. From the borders of America, it's causing her hysteria. She's known as a whore, so why did you marry her? Corporate white guys manipulate lies, sex and marry women in towers in the skies. Women coming home filled with common lies. The husband is surprised when the marriage is demised from divorce that she devised. And corporate orphans think she's got choices, but just getting fucked by corporate bosses. Simp beta men keep taking losses. Your ex-wife is just an escort, riding penis for money on a spiritual death course. She got pimp, he just wanted skins. Pump and dump, he's not done with that. Come tonight, Israel, don't get on the list. Wait for the man in the studio, man. Don't get on the list. Yo, what you got over there? Hope you ain't got a corporate whore. Indulgent fornication has ruined this nation. Your spouse say I love you, but they might be faking. Didn't try the spirit, now your heart is aching. Your love of life hasn't been forsaken. Indulgent fornication has ruined this nation. Your spouse say I love you, but they might be faking. Didn't try the spirit, now your heart is aching. Your love of life hasn't been forsaken. They spit that game for money, split that dame. Clothes came off, cause she want that fame. She's banged by dudes, just nothing but lanes. They just got big and famous names. You feel that pain when you hear her name. It's a damn shame she got you deranged. I'm on a different type of time, putting you on game. She thought her husband was lawyer. She came home early, caught him with that lawyer. That's why he looked through your phone contacts. Insecure cheaters often act like that. Like James Brown, they fear the big payback. Like Houdini, you're pulling disappearing acts. Caught the monkey vibe is trying to pay him back. Ashamed to go out, got sores on your mouth, trying to even the score. You caught that shit from a corporate white boy, said you would destroy him again and again. In the sexual war, you a whore in the end. Satan got your soul, Esau ruined your life. Turned into a freaking white man, turned her out. Master P on her. A white man's fetish, husband grabbed that hammer, boom, split his cabbage. Now you got life in prison, getting ravaged by animals. 21 Savage, this is a fornication has ruined this nation. Your spouse say I love you, but they might be faking. Didn't try the spirit, now your heart is aching. Your love of life hasn't been forsaken. Indulgent fornication has ruined this nation. Your spouse say I love you, but they might be faking. Didn't try the spirit, now your heart is aching. Your love of life hasn't been forsaken. Oh, yeah, I know that. I know this is hitting some of you, it's cutting you, man. And this is a cold cut, man, like a hoagie or a hero, but you gotta eat that, man. Is your wife a corporate whore for Esau? If so, boy, you better let it go. Yo, man, this is Vil right here. I know it's hurting your feelings, man, but this is Vil, man. Your wife might be a corporate whore. Why you think she's dressing up to go to work, man? She's getting on her knees saying, please, give me a raise. Book of Proverbs 5:3. For the lips of the adulterous woman drip honey, and her speech is smoother than oil. But in the end, she is bitter as gall, sharp as a double-edged sword. Adultery, fornication has ruined this nation. Your spouse say I love you, but they might be faking. Didn't try the spirit, now your heart is aching. Your love of life hasn't been forsaken. Adultery, fornication has ruined this nation. Your spouse say all right, shalom, 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 shalom.
Shalom, Elder.
Welcome to another True Disciples of Christ Bible study, man. And we're gonna go into this thing tonight, man. Dog, where's your icon white? Icon is all white. There's no picture there. Nevertheless, we're gonna go into this. We're gonna talk about the whole polygamy thing tonight. A lot of people may disagree with it. Might be some pretty upset. Ladies, a lot of simp man joiners are probably slide down in their seats. Forgive me for being late, but I was working on the website for T-Doc Recordings all day, trying to transfer the domain name over to Wix. Upload. I already uploaded all the songs. I'm on it. When I get that song, do it for real.
You that's what I was trying to work on. You see what I made all the albums and everything, right? They just need the tracks put in.
Nah, I done all of that. I've done all of that today. I got all of the albums up there. I got all the tracks up there. Just finished doing it.
You know, Wix, right?
No, I transferred to Wix. I just paid for Wix today. I transferred the name from Fat Cow. You was taking too long. When I get on something, I need to get it done, man. Got it all done today.
So they must
all
be
done today. And plus, the domain, you would actually have to create a different domain name because I registered that domain 4 months ago. So I just transferred it over. I didn't want to start another domain name because tdocrecordings.com's been on everything. So I actually paid for. I literally own that domain. You would have actually had to choose .net, .org, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I transferred it over. I just took a loss for the other site because I kept having problems with it.
You hold on, let me see. You chose the enterprise thing, right?
No, I didn't choose the enterprise. I chose the same one that I used for the True Disciples of Christ.org. I bought a store and everything. Yeah, I've been dealing with them for years. I just didn't want to really associate the music with that, but I went on and done it anyways. But nevertheless, man, let's go into this, man, because I'm supposed to do a live stream at 10. Now I'm kind of pressed for time. Let's talk about this adultery. Well, not really adultery. So a lot of women believe that a man is so-called cheating if he's with her and then he decides to get involved with another female. A lot of women believe that's cheating. That's the new thing that Esau has taught them. They created a word, cheating. Can't find that in the scriptures when it comes to a relationship. That's something that Esau created. The word is adultery. And adultery is punishable by death according to the Bible. So it's a very serious offense. Now, according to the Bible, if a man takes on another woman, the man is not committing adultery, so as long as that woman is not married. Is there anyone in the room in disagreement with that? What is adultery? Kadar, are you here? What is adultery according to the Bible?
Good. I'm here.
What is adultery according to the Bible? Anyone? What's adultery?
Adultery is when a woman steps outside of her marriage.
Adultery is also when a man sleeps with another man's wife. That's adultery. That's adultery. So I'm not necessarily promoting polygamy for anyone on the call, but according to the Bible, Whoever got the noise, please mute it. Show some decorum, man. According to the Bible, polygamy is permitted. In westernized society, a lot of women are against it. And so I honestly believe, from my perspective, that women would actually be a lot happier if they decided to accept it. But there's so much selfishness, they would rather that, because there's some of these guys out here that's willing to take on a woman that has 4 and 5 children. Hey, if that's his thing, then that's what he does. It's not my thing. Come on, man.
Okay, seem to have technical difficulties here, Kahan.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the internet here, man. Like, I don't even think it's the internet. I think it's just StreamYard, man. You started buffering. Stefan, you're in the room 2 times. Both of them, so you can decide which one to come back on with. Dog, we getting a lot of noise from you. I'm gonna mute you. Yeah, so
I was muted, like I said.
The message, apparently they don't want it to come out. Stefan, I'm not sure. You're logged in 2 times. You're trying to come in 2 times here. Move that from the room, man. Come back in on one of them. All right, let me. So, as I was saying, a lot of women are not willing to accept that a man could have more than one wife. Now, let me make this abundantly clear. There's a lot of women that pretend to be interested into polygamy, and you guys need to watch out for this because I dealt with it. They're not really interested in polygamy. What they're interested in is trying to move the other lady out of the way. I'm gonna tell you guys, man, some women are some really, really jealous, deceptive creatures. Not all women, but many of them. So, if you ever consider this, you want to watch out for that kind of thing. Like, you have a woman that try to convince you that she's all into you. Meanwhile, she's literally trying to move the other lady out of the way. I don't know if any of you guys ever dealt with a polygamous relationship. I don't know your backbone. Some of you tap dance because you're concerned about what your woman has to say. If you gotta hide that from your woman, then you're not you shouldn't be doing it because it's dishonest. In any relationship, despite what it is, man, people always appreciate honesty. So if you go into something and you concealing things from the woman from the start, then you can't blame her for being upset. No one likes to be lied to. At least show some decorum. So in my experience, man, the best way to deal with this is that if there's, you're involved in a relationship and that, you're into polygamy, then you should introduce that to that woman from the inception of that relationship. Now, if you've been with her for a while and then you come across, men like me that's, into this, and then, all of a sudden you want to make a change, she might not, think favorably of that. And naturally so. She may not think favorably of that. She may come with something like, I've been with you all these years, and all of a sudden you're telling me you want to get with another woman. So if such is the case, then you have to give her the option to depart. So, I mean, it's really going to come down to that. You be willing to part ways with her or her to accept it. Because I wouldn't stand around and fuss and fight over it. Any of you, I mean, I'm going to put you on the spot right now. Any of you considering, a single man's attack? Yeah, me. Because your woman's not around. But if your woman was around, would you really say that? Any of you men have any interest in a polygamous relationship? What are your thoughts on it very briefly before we go into the scriptures and show, this occurred throughout the scriptures. And for any woman to deny this to a man is wrong and it's selfish. What's going on is westernized ways is being imposed on you. And if you're a man that believe in this and you're with a woman that doesn't, then either you're going to man up and leave that woman, or you're just going to sacrifice, your gift that the Most High gave you to be with that woman. And I tell you, in the end, you're not going to be happy. Anyone that tries to prevent you from doing something that you don't want, you never really end up happy in those kind of entanglements, should I say. Someone want to entertain the question? Can I be hard? Yay? Nay?
I'm definitely an advocate for polygamy. Just at the time right now, I'm more so focused on my purpose. And I'm for it because I see the benefits. Like as to building a strong family unit, how it can work. And if the women would be more open to it, they would see the benefit as well. Someone to split your wifely duties with, alternate, swap out, help you out with the kids. Family unit would be bigger, stronger. It can only be good if it's done correctly.
Cool. And most are willing in the future, when I would be in a position to be able to really maintain multiple wives, then that's something I would definitely be down for. But it's definitely not something I'm going to try to hide in the beginning when I'm, courting a female or really starting to get to know a female. Really going to tell her that from the jump, like, hey, this is what I'm into. This is what I believe in. This is the Most High's gifts unto me. And I'll show her in the scriptures. It's not nothing to hide. It's just be straightforward with it.
Now, polygyny is not inclusive of menage a trois and all of that. If some of you men, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of dudes want to go into this for sexual reasons. Let me say this, and I've stated this before. If you're a man and you driving around in a raggedy ass truck or car, and you barely making it, and you trying to get another woman in your life, you're a no good dirty dog, man. You're not qualified for this, because the only thing you're gonna do is mess that woman up. You got less demons. That's all you're trying to do. That's all you're trying to do. You're not in a position, this is for men that's really in a position where they could actually afford to have another woman in your life. Some of you no good dirty dogs, you want a woman in your life so she can help you out, because you're not doing that great. I know she's supposed to be a help me, but you're supposed to have the capacity of being able to provide for your family. And if you can't, you shouldn't be involved in a polygamous relationship, because it's just sexual for you. And that's not coming through the spirit of the Most High. Thumbs up as you come in the room, man. Thumbs up as you come in the room. So let's go into the scriptures and let all of the women detach your emotion. I know some of you weak men. You won't have your wives should be listening to this, because a lot of you guys want you can speak to the dog. A lot of you want it, but you don't even know how to say it to your I be wanting to smack some of you dudes, man. You're so weak. You don't know how to say it to your woman. Man up, man. Be a damn man. You can't be no real man if you can't speak what you want to speak in your own house. I'm gonna tell you straight. That's not a man, man. A woman ruling over you, you're afraid to talk because you don't want to get her angry. That's not a real man. That's feminine energy, man. You've been raised by your single mom and you don't know how to deal with a woman, man. A man speaks his mind, man. She doesn't like it, man. You got to give her the option to leave. But you got to live your life, man. There's benefits in this. And if she doesn't want to improve the nuclear family because of what Esau has taught her, then shalom, have a nice day. So let's look at it. So the topic is what? Should Christian women, what was my topic? Someone remind me of the topic. I done thought of it so many times. Is polygamy permissible for Christian women? That's the topic. Is polygamy, some of you call it polygamy, is polygamy permissible for Christian women? Now, I'm not advocating this to no man on the call. I'm just going to show women, if you say that you're a Christian woman and you're against this, and you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite, and you're really not a follower of Christ. I'm not promoting the practice of polygamy. I'm just showing you what's in the word of the Most High. This is simply reflecting on what the scriptures say on this particular topic. And this is my attempt to answer. I'm going to try, man. I don't even know if I'll get this commerce thing done tonight, man, because I would really want to open this up for questions and clear this up once and for all. Now, first thing I want to start with is the question, is polygamy a sin? Is polygamy a sin? Is marrying more than one woman a sin? A lot of people will claim that it is. The preacher claimed that it is. IUIC, Nate of IUIC claim it's a sin. But if so, why does the laws of the Most High allow it? Now, I want to ask you guys a question. Have you, and all of you ladies on the call, have you, and get the thumbs up, people. Let's get the thumbs up. How many thumbs up we got over here? We got 24 people. We should have way more people on the call. Like the video and share it, man. Let's get the algorithm going, man. A lot of people should be on this call, far more. So, have you ever wondered why the Most High never condemned polygamy? I'm talking to ladies now, and you manginas. Have you ever wondered why the Most High has never condemned polygamy? He condemned alternative styles. He condemned sodomy. Why hasn't he ever condemned polygamy? You can't give me one scripture in the Bible where it's condemned. First of all, that's what we need to start with, right? Why has he never condemned it? It's not difficult to prove, and when they refer to as the so-called Old Testament and the so-called New Testament, that polygamy was and still is valid. It's a valid form of marriage and is not sinful, as I will prove with this Bible tonight. Now, what they refer to as the Old Testament, the Torah, and the Tanakh, we're going to go into that first. Get your Bibles out, get your pens and paper, and take notes. Yeah, you too, watcher. Come on. We only got 25 people in the room. Let's get the thumbs up, family. We need more people on here. We're going to bring it out tonight, man. You can like it, understand it, believe it or not. Anyway, let's go into it. Let's start with Abraham. Abraham, I want you to muse over this. What's that noise here? Abraham actually had more than one wife. He was a righteous man. Abraham was referred to as the friend of the Most High. If it was forbidden, why did the Most High allow Abraham to have more than one wife? And he was referred to as the friend of the Most High. Abraham had a wife, and then he married his wife's handmaid. Let's get that. Bereshit 16, 2-4. Write these scriptures down, man. Go over it with your mom. Go over it with your wife and everyone that's telling you that it's forbidden. and that it's a sin. Take this to Nate and IUIC. Tell the docs will know who said it.
Con. The book of Bereshith, chapter 16, verse 2. And Sarai said unto Abram, Behold, now Yahuwah hath restrained me from bearing. I pray thee go in unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her.
You know,
And Abram hearkened to the voice of Sarai. And Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband, Abram, to be his wife.
to be his what?
His wife.
To be his wife. So Abraham took another wife. You women see that? Yet this man was referred to as a friend of the Most High. If it was a sin, why did the Most High allow him to do that? From there, let's look at the forefather of the nation of Israel, Jacob. Now, Jacob, he married Leah and Rachel. Let's get it. Bereshit 29, verse 29. Actually, Bereshit 29, verse 23 through 30. The 29th chapter, verse 23 through 30. He married Rachel and Leah, and then what happened? Picked up the two handmaids.
The book of Bereshith, Genesis, chapter 29, verse 23. And it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah, his daughter, and brought her to him, and he went in unto her. And Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpah, his maid, for an handmaid. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, What is this thou hast done unto me? Did not I serve with thee for Rachel? Wherefore then hast thou beguiled me? And Laban said, It must not be so done in our country to give the younger before the firstborn. Fulfill her week, and we will.
Went down, I guess.
So, Khan, for the service which thou shalt serve with me yet 7 other years. And Jacob did so and fulfilled her week. And he gave him Rachel, his daughter, to wife also. And Laban gave to Rachel, his daughter, Bilhah, his handmaid, to be her maid.
So not only did he marry Rachel and Leah, he married both of their handmaids. He married both of their handmaids. Genesis 31 and 17. Genesis 31 and 17.
Book of Genesis, chapter 31, verse 17. Then Jacob rose up and set his sons and his wives upon camels.
And his wives. He had 4 wives. Now, this is the man that built the nation of Israel. He had 4 different wives. The Most High loved Jacob. If polygamy was a sin, why didn't the Most High bring it out on Jacob? Get Genesis 32, verse 22. His wives, plural, wives.
The book of Bereshith, chapter 32, verse 22. And he rose up that night and took his 2 wives and his 2 woman servants and his 11 sons and passed over the ford Jabbok.
Okay, his 2 women servants became his wives also, so that you could understand. They became his wives also. Genesis 30, verse 1 through 24. For those of you who want to read that, they became his wives also. Now, let's talk about the judge that was named Gideon. Gideon had many wives, and he had concubines. For all of you women that say concubines are off limits. See, a man, he doesn't necessarily have to marry you. You could be a concubine if he doesn't want to marry you. Let's prove it. I know it. I know you don't want to hear this with the westernized perception, but it's true. So from there, let's get the book of Judges, the 8th chapter, and we're going to get verse 30 to 31. The book of Judges, the 8th chapter, verse 30 to 31. I can't make this up. We only got 26 people on this call. Let's get the thumbs up, man. We need more people on here hearing 27, hearing this message. How many thumbs up here, I wonder?
The book of Judges, chapter 8, verse 30. And Gideon had 70 sons.
A score
Of his
is 20. He had 3 scores, so he had 70 children, 70 sons, 70. He had 70 sons. Read on.
of his body begotten, for he had many wives, and his concubine that was in Shechem.
So we see that Gideon had wives and concubines. Go ahead.
She also bare him a son, whose name he called Abimelech.
Elkanah married Hannah and Peninnah. Let's get that. That's in 1 Samuel's 1 verse 2. 1 Samuel's 1 verse 2.
Come on, it's the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 1, verse 2. And he had 2 wives.
How many wives he had?
2 wives.
So if all these men have these wives, why people saying that is forbidden, man? That is a sin. You see all of these men that had different wives, multiple wives. The preacher done lied to you, man. Is that it on that?
The name of the one was Hannah, and the name of the other was Peninnah. And Peninnah had children, but Hannah had no children.
See, he had 2 wives. What about King David? King David had more than 1 wife. 1 Samuel 25, 42, and 43. He didn't just have Abigail. 1 Samuel, the 25th chapter, verse 42 through 43.
1 Samuel, chapter 25, verse 42. And Abigail hasted and arose and rode upon an ass with five damsels of hers that went after her. And she went after the messengers of David and became his wife.
Became David's wife. So David married, God, read.
Verse 43. David also took Anaham of Jezreel, and they were also both of them his wives.
See that? And then David later took more wives. Let's go to 2 Samuel's 5 and 13. He later took on more wives. Remember, the Most High gave him Saul's wives as a gift. So why would the Most High give King David Saul's wives as a gift if polygamy is a sin? Talk back to me.
2 Samuel 5:13. And David took him more concubines and wives out of Jerusalem after he was come from Hebron, and there were yet sons and daughters born to David.
See that? 1 Chronicles 14, verse 3. I mean, I could go on and on and on. Old Testaments, New Testaments, call it what you want. I could go on and on. The Most High gave this man wives as a blessing. So if polygamy is a sin, why would he give David wives as a blessing? Let's get First Chronicles 14, verse 3.
First Chronicles, Salaki. First Chronicles chapter 14, verse 3.
First Chronicles 14, verse 3.
No, yours must be delayed, Stefan, because he's reading it already. I think you might have a delay.
Let me leave out and come back.
First Chronicles chapter 14, verse 3. And David took more wives at Jerusalem, and David begot more sons and daughters.
Huh. Oh, yeah, but it's illegal, huh? But that's only according to Esau's westernized society. See, he's giving you something that doesn't work. He's giving you monogamy, and then 50% of them end in divorce. He's giving you something that doesn't work. He's giving you something that's going against your nature. And you try it, but it doesn't work out. And then the women, they would try and force a man into that. And then she starts playing the harlot and say, well, if he could do it, I could. No, you can't. You're not designed to be with more than one man at a time. That drives you crazy. You're not designed to have all that different kind of DNA up in you. See, that's what's wrong with a lot of sisters, man. There's too much DNA in you. And you take on all of these personalities. I'm not being, I guess, rude or anything. I'm just being truthful. The name of this show is The Truth Will Make You Mad. I'm just being honest. You're just not designed for it. 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 7 through 8. I mean, this goes on and on and on, man.
Book of 2 Samuel, chapter 12, verse 8. And I gave thee thy master's house, and thy master's wives into thy bosom, and gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah. And if that had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things. Wherefore hast thou despised the commandment of Yahuwah, to do evil in his sight? Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword, and hast taken his wife to be thy wife, and hast slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon.
Yeah, so the Most High was telling David, listen, man, I gave you Saul's wives as a gift, as a blessing, just as an anointing him as king over Israel. How can it be a sin? Solomon, I see Solomon has 700 wives and 300 concubines. 1 Kings, the 11th chapter, verse 1, 2, 3. Solomon has 700 wives and 300 concubines. I'm not telling you to go and get 700, but I'm just trying to show you, man, that according to the law, it is not forbidden. That's all.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 11, verse 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Sidonians, and Hittites, of the nations concerning which Yahuwah said unto the children of Yasha, ye shall not go in to them, neither shall they come in unto you. For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods, lowercase g. Solomon clave unto these in love, and he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart.
I could go on and on. Anyone got anything they want to say on this topic? I'm gonna drop a link in the room. We could go on and on, man. But oh, you're right there. Links in the room. Anyone have anything they want to say? Anyone on the call have anything they would like to say on this particular topic?
Khan, Brother Kahan, was it the Romans that taught the captives that polygamy was no longer to be acceptable?
Yep. Let's say Esau.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they brought about the monogamy, man. They're trying to put us under something, man, that was not natural. You know why? The Romans, you know what the Romans was doing? Those Romans was going up Brokeback Mountain. Just like the
Khan,
Greeks.
Khan,
Well, they loved that Brokeback Mountain, boy.
Huh.
or sheep, bestiality.
Also, I had to make that thing an abominable sin.
Khan.
An abominable sin. Click on the Streamlord link. Anyone have any questions? Any of you guys, you sitting around your woman there and you want to ask a question, go ahead and ask. It's okay. So good. Try to stand up sometimes. I believe you'll like it. Stand up to her sometime. Come on here. You're trying to push witchcraft and all of that, you will get cut. Got a long email from someone today, man, pushing witchcraft. Call them out on it.
Come on.
And the other night, you got their phones. Listen, man, if you don't want the truth, then don't listen to me, man. You don't want the truth, don't come to this channel. Because I don't know what to do besides tell the truth. Quiet as a mouse, huh?
The Bible always seems like a cut when it goes against what you think you know, what you think you claim to believe in. It always seems like it's cutting you.
They don't want to talk about it, huh?
God.
You know, when someone don't want to discuss something, you know they're not rooted in their so-called belief. They know that there's loopholes in it. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, I know you don't. Witches keep coming over here, man. Male witches and female witches. You got skulls in your background. Are you coming on here talking about the Most High? Please, give me a damn break. You got skulls in the background, man.
Salaki, I got a question I wanted to ask you, Brother Kahan, pertaining to 1 Timothy. I believe this is 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 12. It says, let the deacons be the husbands of one wife, ruling their children in their own houses. Now, those are two instances in the Bible speaking about the deacon, and I believe it's the bishop should have one wife. Why is that the case, brother?
Oh, well, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's only what they put in the King James Bible. When you look at that in the Ibrit, brother, it reads to have at least one wife, meaning that he should at least be married. The King James Version, they done flipped it around and said they let him be of one wife. It doesn't read like that in the Ibrit. It reads that he should have at least one wife. It's beautiful, what you know. Don't believe me? Go and check it out for yourself. Look it up in the Ibrit. Watch what it reads.
Con, I remember you saying that before.
What's up, man? They try to dupe us up. Nah, man, not me, man. Huh?
Salaki, I remember you saying that before. You explained that before.
Yeah.
I remember the precept. This the precept also speaks on about a man being married if he can rule his house, and that's the only way he can rule over the children of Yahshua.
That's one of the objections to polygyny. The one that Nefertali just read. They love to try and pull that. Let me show you something, right? Someone give me the book of, let me show you something. Hamashiach was a polygamist, right? Hamashiach always referred to the church as the bride of Christ. The church is not one woman. That consists of many people. But he considered himself the groom and the church being the bride. Someone get 2 Corinthians 11 and 2. Someone get Ephesians 5 and 22 through 33. Deacon.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 2. For I am jealous over you with godly jealousy.
Hold on. Let's address Nefertali's one first. Let's read this again, man. Let's go to 1 Timothy 3 and 2. Then we're going to jump down to the 12th verse. And then someone give me the book of Titus 1 and 6.
So book of 1 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 2.
Now, the first thing I want to say, right? First of all, this passage is not addressed to all believers in Hamashiach, right? But it applies only to the elders. The word that rightfully should be there is an elder, not a deacon, right? Not just a deacon. It's referring to any elder. You see what I'm saying? Point blank, period. And so we cannot take something that only applies to a specific group of men and apply it to all men in general. That's the first thing I want to say, right? Because that would be taking a verse out of its context. Now, the second thing I want you to notice is that the passage does not say only one wife. This is written in the Greek, right? So-called New Testament is in the Greek. Now, Nefertali, I want you to have a look at Strong's 33 and 91.
Okay.
Let's look at the Greek word.
That's
that
in Hebrew.
That one translated from here is the word Mia. And it's also translated as a or the first. You see what I'm saying? That it doesn't mean one. In parts of the scriptures, you see what I'm saying? When you look other places in the scriptures, that same word is translated as the first or a. You see what I'm saying? Meaning to have at least a wife. You see what I'm saying? So the emphasis would be that an elder needs to be at least married, having children, and must not have divorced his first wife. That's how it should read. Case in point, the word a is the same translation when we read it in the book of Matthew 21 and 19. Someone get Matthew 21 and 19, and you look that up in the Greek. You can see I can't make this up. You got that strong Nefertali?
Yes, is that in the Hebrew or the Greek section again, huh?
No, it will be in the Greek. New Testament is written in the Greek.
Okay, and what's the address again?
Strong's 33 and 91. It's beautiful and Shanu.
Con, Greek 3391. It's Mia, irregular feminine of 1520, one or first. A certain.
So hold on. So the word means what? One or first. Or so also it could be interpreted as a. Go ahead, read.
A certain, agree, first, one, other.
Now, when we look at the context, it's the context that the word is using. So the King James translators purposely translated that, trying to make it seem like the man should only have one wife, when it could be translated as a wife or a first wife. You see what I'm saying? Because the scriptures are very clear, man. The scriptures are very clear. Now, let's get Matthew 21 and 19. Let's see how that same word is used as the word a. Matthew 21 and 19.
The book of Matthew, chapter 21, verse 19. And when he saw a fig tree in the way, he came to it.
When he saw a fig tree. Now, if you go and look that word up in the Greek, Nefertali,
It's the same word. Mia. The same word. So the scripture should read, should at least have a wife.
On.
That's how you read the Bible, man. Precept upon precept. No matter what they come, this Bible stands, man, as a truth.
So, what are the Catholics reading that the Catholic? I don't know what their position is, but a lot of those the guys don't have wives at all. What's up with that?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you go from one to none.
Hey, man, the only thing I can tell you, man, is watch your son around them. Watch your son. I tell you what's up with that. Watch your son, because they'll take him down Brokeback Mountain. And we heard case after case of that already. Yeah, man, you can't, where the scriptures, man, does it tell you that a Khan is not supposed to get married? There's something they done made up,
Khan.
You know what I mean? That, again, where does the Catholics come from? It came out of Rome. The same people that tell you, hey, man, we need to be monogamous. And then you're monogamous and you go around and do that.
The word itself, Catholic, stands for universal God and universal worship.
Come
on. I never looked at what you just said. I just saw that point, the fact that they push monogamy, but they go, the Brokeback Mountain business.
Oh yeah. You better believe it. Quiet tonight, don't it? Small crowd.
God.
You don't want to hear this. Quiet, man. I put the link in the room. Ain't nobody come with him, man.
It's a reason why they try to speak against that, though. Polygamy, because, think about it, like the family dynamic. It's a strong family. The man of the household, you got multiple wives, all types of children. That's a mini village, honestly. With the man is the head, the chief. Like that dynamic is strong. When you try to tell, okay, we're gonna brainwash him with Christianity, no one can have multiple wives. It's like you kind of sucking the power out of the nation of Yasha Allah, honestly.
Well, you saw something else, boy.
Gone.
That precept, come let us deal wisely with them.
You saw something else, man. Yeah, man. All that in a bag of chips, man. They low tonight. I guess I will do the commerce. I really anticipated them being on here, man. But hey, man, it's what it is.
It's a very touchy subject, but just wait 4 or 5 years from now. It'll be very interesting then.
Yeah, very true. Very touchy, but very true. Khan. David, here's what you do.
You better test her.
Test her before you bless her. Yeah. No. There's a link, man, for the 10 o'clock show, man. Gets over to the commerce thing at 10, most high willing. So none of you brothers got anything you'd like to add? Test her before you bless her. Listen up, young ones. You guys are active, man.
Yeah, I was in the back and Kahan caught me simping.
You start crying on the phone.
Weird. He's a weird one, man.
David, tell these young men out here.
But that was an important point Benaiah made. They destroyed the family by destroying that.
Listen up, young ones. You better test
Form
her
of control.
before you bless her.
They've done it time and time again too.
Hey, there you go. He's in the room. He put Khan in the room.
Amen.
Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress you. Salty vibes, give you high blood pressure. Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress you. Salty vibes, give you high blood pressure.
My pops died, my tears froze because my heart was too cold inside my body. My temperature rose, about to explode when I found my mom's lied to me. Hit the street with the heat on the creek, about to leak the next one that I meet. Bad vibes, Good Friday, about to catch a body, the next one that tried me. You're the one, said Yahusha the son, put down the gun. I cried to the sky.
You never listened to those lyrics, Benaiah, man. Going
Yeah,
in on
nice.
that, man.
That's nice.
I was in the studio.
Yeah, you never really listened to those lyrics, man. I never heard you quote them, man. I was going in on that one, man. That's a true story right there, man.
I like that
Bad
one.
vibes, Good Friday. On the
That's why me. That
the
is
lyrics on that track, man.
Asking the Most High, why me? That one's fire.
David. Tell these young men out here what to do before they get involved in a bad relationship.
Test
Listen up, young ones. You better test her before you bless her.
Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress you. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure. Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress you. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure.
My pops died, my tears froze because my heart was too cold inside my body. My temperature rose, about to explode when I found my mom's lied to me. Hit the street with the heat on the creek, about to leak the next one that I meet. Bad vibes, Good Friday, about to catch a body, the next one that tried me. You're the one, said Yahusha the son, put down the gun. I cried to the sky, that's why me, that is chosen. What about those one? Lord knows he doesn't make mistakes. Most people are fake, just pose in church, but each day they sin and say we all make mistakes. Khan, I'm talking to Jake. Better take heed to this. My mom lied about dad because all wickedness is but little to the woman's evilness. She made you a mangina. It shows in your feebleness. You bend over backwards just to please a bitch. Are you a leader, just a man she wants to use to get even with? Evil Eves in this gynocentric bliss. Refuse to submit, but act right until you make her your wife. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, or she will ruin your life.
Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress you. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure. Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress you. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure.
Above cloud 9, praying that I make it home to my destination. Submissive rib at the crib, patiently waiting. Open the door to hugs and admiration. No time wasted. I don't see nothing wrong with a little solo demonstration. But what I'm describing is fantasy to be real. Actuality hits when there's no home-cooked meals. No love in the home, so cold can't feel. Arguing over stupid shit, what's your deal? A righteous man enters your life, and all you cause is strife. Lying about small things got me looking at you sideways. Finna leave you standing near the highway.
Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress ya. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure. Better test her before you bless her. Intertwine now, all she do is stress ya. Salty vibes gave you high blood pressure.
Excessive pain, my joys drain from relationships with women against men. Within your eccentric system, she don't understand. Want me to be romantic, I tell her, damn it, I'm the queen of the planet. I'm not from Rome, 911. Police raid my home. She was bad to the bone when we met. How could she get me locked up like that? Hypergamy was a word for me. Guess she loved my assets. Bet that. Now I'm a spokesman for men. Am I the last real man left? Last one left. Just saying to all you fellas out there, you better man up. Job 38:3, gird up your loins like a man. Stop being weak to these women, man. A lot of weak dudes out there, man. And you simping, your man-ginas, you're going to court, you get a divorce rate. And listen, sisters, all the real women out there, no disrespect for you, but this is for those evil Eves out there that be raping men in this gynocentric court system. Top Doc, T-Doc recorded your news saying.
Sounds like a walkie-talkie, man. Someone's mic has a lot of air there, man. I can send you guys a link. In case you guys don't know, I'm going to be on Killer Priest's podcast tomorrow again.
Congratulations, Khan.
Last time there was he was talking about
I didn't
flat.
want them on. Yeah, I told him I didn't want them on. The only way I told him I would come on if I, do it by myself, just me and that guy Vinny. Mike Vinny, because he's the one that came up with the idea of me going on there. Other than that, I'm not going on.
Come on. Yeah, people in that chat was asking a lot of questions, but then the conversation got diverted. And it just, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to send the link out to people here now, man. To all the subscribers. If all you guys are subscribed, you should get this link. I'm going to post it in the room real quick. It's almost time for me to go over to this other joint. Commerce. All right, so the link was just sent via email. Stefan, see if you got the email. You said you don't get the emails. Check your spam folder. I just sent it to 400 and some subscribers to the website.
Confirmed. I got it up.
Yeah, if you ain't getting this stuff on, it's going to spam or something, or you didn't properly register. So automatically send it. All right. Drop it in the room real quick now. So here's the link.
Okay, the link to the Killer Priest podcast. That's the one you referring to, Carl?
Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
Comes on at 8 p.m. Posted in the room in case some of these people on here is not subscribed. All right, man. I'm gonna go over to the other side now and do the commerce video. I've been delaying that, so I got to go ahead and talk some more about the straw man. Put people up on the straw man, but the links in the room for the Killer Priest podcast and let's see what else. Let me send this to Vinny, man. Drop this link for the joint right now. You can come over to the Deprogram Enlightener channel. Those of you that's interested, those of you that's hard pressed to be a debtor, hey man, good luck with that. Site building. Just ran one of my videos. Congratulations.
Con.
Yeah, I didn't even read her email that she sent me. That Ruby. These chicks be bugged out for real.
It was an essay.
Yeah, you gotta read all of that, man. You out of your mind. Toxic, man.
It's kind of real when you could write all of that in defense, but can't say a few sentences for what you're talking about. You see what I'm saying?
That just shows you something's going on there. Something's going on there, man.
And the scriptures will eat that up.
Yeah, you get. I mean, cite scriptures. You know what I mean? Because the other night, I didn't want to hear him. You know what I mean? You want to hear him. That's how you are when you're moving wrong, huh? You know precepts. Not moving in the spirit.
Cool.
All right, man. Here's a link. You guys can click this link and come over to the Deprogram Enlightener channel. Say David. The authorized representative is in the building, so we're going to transfer this over to the Deprogram Enlightener channel. It's now 10:02. I am officially late. I'm going to say shalom.